Oke guys, saat ini kita menyaksikan pertandingan perdana WEC World Esports Championship tahun 2024 di Riyadh antara tim Indonesia guys ya. Langsung aja kita tonton di game pertama. Ada Albert, cewek, wah Luke ternyata ya, Sans dan Keyboy. Jadi cuma diambil satu substitutionnya cuy, Luke guys. Untuk gantiin apa kali si restnya. Memang kayaknya Onyx kurangnya di Iesf ya. Mudah-mudahan Indonesia berjalan mulus ya. Kita harus dukung guys, karena ini bawa nama Indonesia, bukan bawa nama tim, maupun mainnya hampir dari tim fanatik Onyx ya. Let's go guys, jangan lupa dibantu tekan like-nya ya, dibantu like guys, like. Guam. Negara mana nih guys ya? Masuk Mau Beli PC nih Guam nih. Keyboy. San pakai Iesf, Albert Joy dari buff, Tigrel, Hilda, Patrick. Sementara si Guam itu ada Suyok, Khalid, Lunox, Kufra dan Moskov. Zoning bagus. At the get-go, Indonesia is looking really strong in the early. Mantap. Splat. Oh, aduh flicker. Awas lu. Vengeance. Luke. Mantap. Cepat langsung. Ya, ada post guys. Oke, sudah mulai lagi. Hitung cepat ya guys ya. BO3 udah menang 2-0 langsung. As that first turtle starts to spawn, and it's gonna be up the slope C to actually get that forest team. Yeah, and right at the get-go, you could see Luke damaging Zukato Zen here quite well, but this is a Kali that we're talking about. One quicksand card could definitely just pull back all of the misalnya RRT nggak mungkin diambil XP-nya. Tim Liquid juga nggak mungkin kayaknya nggak dikasih itu kayak izin. Mereka soalnya ada turnamen, mau persiapan MC juga. Boy still level 3, no access to his ult just yet, but San's different story. Real world manipulation might be available for this potential turtle fight. A slight difference here. San's already at level 4. Meanwhile, Secret just reached level 4 by going on to the other side. Here goes. Flicker. Flicker quicksand guard here coming in from Zukato. Speed of distraction. Kena Albertnya. The side of the team Indonesia. Udah 50%. Aduh. Darkening dia. Back to the mid lane. Indonesia still getting a good gold lead here in the early game. Yeah, it's just Indonesia learning or just asserting their dominance by using solo kill Luka. Just like that, right? From what we've seen, it is starting to be, Guam getting a little bit of that slowly but surely. Whereas Indonesia is starting to get them one by one. First in facing them off, going up against their opponents by putting the most durable heroes first whenever they get objectives. Because of that, Guam is starting to group up together. And 3 minutes into the game, that's not the most ideal thing to do in terms of, trying to set up what they want to do. Yeah, and a huge kill here coming in from Indonesia. In fact, those were a couple of kills in transition. Guam definitely caught out of Luke 21. But Luke looks like in a potential 2-1. This is Hilda. Aduh, pos lagi guys. Oke, langsung guys. Luke. Tiba-tiba langsung mulai. Kaget guys, bengong. Waduh, full platingan di mid. Flicker implosion. GG kombinasi dengan Sans. Dapat satu, lumayan. Dapat hypernya lagi, Suyu. Rhythm of Joy, Albert. Overall, just Indonesia taking so much away from Guam. Tanpa retreat. Yeah, there's just a lot of things that Guam needs to worry about right now. Like it started with one, right? All you needed to do was just take care of at least one scenario, which is to minimize total damage that you will cause. Right? But the only problem that is happening right now, as a riddle has been taken from Indonesia, is to actually find a lot more of those chances, which Indonesia is actually not giving them. Because even if you do, there's always going to be Indonesia that's part of that, and that is starting to be a problem as of the moment for Guam, who's starting to group up together 5 minutes in.
Yes, udah skill 2.
Yeah, and Albert goes in. Kai, 2v1, gets the
GG mantap.
as well, but looks
Hampir ya
like
kena tadi
JBS
cara
will be
defense.
sacrificing himself for that entire save, but at least Gold Laner is still alive.
Atas hancur.
Oh man, there it goes again. That is another
lagi putih.
Just like that. You know,
like,
it feels like Guam is starting to go a little bit.
Maju terus
How do I
atasnya.
say this? The level outputs aren't really
kena.
practically different on explainers. Maybe this is something.
Darkening.
Nice setup coming in from the JBS, but still
Bawa
the damage is
hancur.
lacking. CW almost
Kita udah
lands
unggul
the
6.000 guys.
but sadly Secret was able to do a good sidestep out there. Shikata Sen
will
be able to take care of that.
Matiin Joy. Aduh, nggak mati lagi Suya. Item of Joy.
Just going out as well, and Quicksand Guard
Satu hit. Ya, Osbert. Untung aja.
going in for the rhythm of Joy.
Albertnya ini moskopnya mantap juga dia sampai di ujung itu di orange buff. Ngapain dia tuh moskopnya? Kok di situ dia recall ya? Hah? Oi. Ngapain dia di sana? Dia nungguin minion udah jarak kelewat. Astaga. Mati nih sama Joy. Nah recall dia, lihat guys minimap moskopnya, lihat. Baru recall. Wow.
Guam is starting to have a lot of problems in terms of trying to get more of those objectives, and they're starting to struggle in terms of what they want to do. Yeah, Turtle secured as well for Indonesia. A lot of objectives, a lot of kills, turrets as well. Early game dominance is real here for Indonesia. In fact, Goldie is already ballooned up to 8k, and this might just be really hard for Guam to find a winning team fight until they cut the deficit to around 5 or 4k. I think pickoffs is the way if you're Guam right now. You kind of want to get CW or Albert out of the way, but Luke has been such a menace in front of the entirety of Guam right now as we head on to a potential mid lane push here from CW. Luke going in with the conceal as well.
Implosion.
And here comes JBS.
Yes, di manipulation. Hilang 2, 3, hilang double kill cewek. Mantap. Combo key boy. Dengan Iesf Sans.
Oh man. I feel like if you
8-0.
are Guam,
Mantap, pantai.
your lineup is
Lagi mega kill di deket peti.
goodness. I cannot believe what I saw.
Aduh. Buy one damage sakit banget ceweknya.
In 8 minutes an inhibitor is finally down, and it just do basic attack. CW brings it
nggak ada yang
down.
hancur kita guys, mantap.
Oh man, no
Fishing
offense,
Lantern, Iesf-nya.
I feel like after this performance, if Guam's coaching staff, they kind of need to reset after this. Like, this is almost done and dusted if you're Indonesia.
Aduh ya, flicker nggak ada. Implosion ada sih, Tigre tapi flicker nggak ada.
It's 2024 and they're quarantined inside their base as Indonesia is just pulling down again and again.
Manipulation.
Suya
maju skill 1, mati dong, nggak bisa keluar. Ah, bener kan, Asta tebel. Tengens. 10-0. N nggak sih? Nggak sih. Albertnya balik mundur soalnya. Berarti lot aja lot.
This is 9 minutes in. All inhibitors are finally down, and unfortunately for Guam, the strategy of just trying to wait until the later portions of the game is not working for them apparently, because Albert and the rest of the members of Indonesia are just speeding things up as fast as they can, 10-0 in terms of kills.
Sama
9
kayak
minutes
ya
and
aduh
33
lagi
seconds in.
enak-enak pause lagi. Oke guys, sudah mulai lagi. Semoga lumayan lama juga guys ya game pause-nya. Albert sudah beli
This is starting to be
Blockwing. Apakah ini bisa end guys? Beda goldnya sudah 14.000. Wow. Gasil end yuk. Mau scope dulu sih incernya. Wih kena 3. Remanipulation hilang semua. Implosion. Double kill. Triple kill. Maniac. Sevet. Oh udah mati. Maniac guys. Cewek. GG 15-0 ya guys ya. Wow. Oke guys, selamat untuk tim Indonesia yang menang di game pertama akhirnya melawan tim Guam ini ya, negara Guam dengan 15-0 tanpa balas. GG, semoga di game kedua kita menang dengan mudah lagi ya. Jangan lupa guys bantu like, comment, share dan subscribe. Sampai jumpa guys, dadah.